Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be starting shortly, so please make your way into the auditorium if you are outside having sex. Thank you. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's a good evening indeed, as tonight we launch the JA Career Connect platform. My name is Nkosazana Dambuza Makuba, and I'm your MC for tonight. You all look so lovely. Thank you for being here tonight. Can you give yourselves a warm round of applause? Look, I know the weather is not favorable, but you came out, so I do indeed appreciate your presence tonight. Now, I'd like to start off by thanking our hosts, Accenture. Without you tonight, this wouldn't have been possible, but I want to acknowledge and make a notable mention of two individuals, and I hope that they're in the room tonight. If you're here, Keti Wenguna, please raise your hand from Accenture. I know that she also serves on the board of JA Africa, as well as Pia Omigny. Pia, are you in the room? Yes, kindly stand up because we want to celebrate you and thank you for the phenomenal work that you've done to make this evening possible. Now let's kick off this program with another phenomenal board member, Zodwa Pagade, the chairperson of Junior Achievement South Africa, to make the welcoming address. Let's give her a warm round of applause. Yes, please come on stage, Zodwa. We want to see your lovely face. Can we please have a microphone for Zodwa? Oh, can we use this one? Can we use this one? Testing, testing. Sorry, can I? There we go. Thank you, Zodwa. Over to you.
And thank you very much. I'd like to thank everybody in the room, all our stakeholders, for making it here today. I think the reason that why we exist as Junior Achievement across the world is to enable young people through learning. It is therefore important to us that our journey doesn't begin and end with the courses that we give to them, but then that they can be able to use those skills and that knowledge to be able to make something out of their lives. And we would like to make sure that they understand that there isn't only one way for a young person to thrive. So you can be an entrepreneur, which is what we are known for quite a lot in South Africa. And you would have seen a few weeks ago our Company of the Year competition and what happened there with young people across South Africa actually competing to be the winners in South Africa. But I think what's most important today is the launch of the Career Connect platform. It's always a very big, scary world for a young person coming out of university and coming out of college to think about what is the way forward, what route should I take, what is the right route, is there a right route? And I think this is a platform that will enable both the young people and the employers to find each other and to be able to navigate careers through a way that can enable those connections. And we're hoping that we can then expand our alumni and expand the reach. Every company you go to, every corporate in South Africa talks about lack of skills. And yet every university and every young person talks about a lack of employment. So there's a way in which the two are maybe not finding each other in a way that would be meaningful for both parties. So we're really hopeful as Junior Achievement. I think for me, we can go through the year and do a lot of things. But what really humbles me about the work that we do is when we see a young person. We have some of our alumni who sit on listed company boards today, and that really is the reason why we do what we do. We have young people who have started their own enterprises and are not only making a profit, but are employing other young people and other old people and are making an impact in society, in their communities, are thinking about how to digitize their organizations. And that, for me, is why we are here today. That's why we exist. That's why we serve Junior Achievement as we do. And it's been quite interesting that the reason why this is the one board I sit on that I'm proudest of, it's because we volunteer to be on the board of Junior Achievement, which means that there's a real passion and a real purpose. So there's no benefit other than seeing young people flourish in their lives through the impact of the work that we do. So I'd like to welcome everybody here. And I did say to Mujeni that I did try to find myself a job last night on Career Connect and maybe connect to an employer. I'd like to see who I actually attract, but we're hoping that young people will connect on the platform, will connect with employers, employers will engage, and even if it doesn't end up in a job opportunity, there could be a mentoring, a counseling, there could be a connection that happens. So we're hoping we're connecting people, we're hoping we're connecting networks, and we're looking forward to seeing what will come of this into the future. So thank you very much, enjoy this evening, and I could stand here and talk all night, so let me hand over to you and welcome everybody. We are honored to have each and every one of you here. I'm accompanied by my board colleagues, Liesel and Thomas, who are here with me today. So thank you very much for taking time out of your busy days, and the Junior Achievement South Africa team. So thank you guys and enjoy the evening. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Zodwa. It's so great to hear how JA is taking the lives of young people to the next level, and I'm sure it's no easy feat. Now, next, we will receive opening remarks from Mujeni Aseli, Vice President of Marketing and Partnerships at JA Africa. Let's give her a warm welcome, please.
Thank you. So, ladies and gentlemen, all protocol observed, and to our wonderful audience joining us online, can we appreciate them? Greetings and a very, very warm welcome today to this auspicious occasion as we unveil Junior Achievement Africa's latest innovation, which is the JA Career Connect. Now, I am really honored to stand before you today on behalf of our CEO. She's actually the president and CEO of Junior Achievement Africa, Simi Nwogugu. She was not able to join us today, but thank God for technology. She'll be able to at least join us online, much as she's not here physically, to at least greet us and say hello to us. So please, can we have Simi on to say hello to us?
Hello. Unfortunately, I'm not sure you can hear me very well. My connection is not very good. I just wanted to say, I apologize for not being there. I really was looking forward to it. Your country did not give me a visa to come. And I'm in the middle of in transit right now. And so I'm sure the sound quality is not very good. The video quality, if I turn on my video, the connection just crashes. But I did want to say thank you very much to everyone for attending. Thank you to Ketiwe and Accenture for hosting us. I'm really grateful for that. Thank you to Google and the Z Zurich Foundation that made this day possible by sponsoring the creation of the Career Connect. We're very, very excited about this, what this platform will do for our alumni. And I really want to thank everyone in the audience who's come to support us in launching this initiative. Mujeni, I'll hand back to you, but I just want to tell you that I'm all watching. I'm watching online and I'm with you in spirit. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Simi. She's very humble. Just to let you know, she was crowned very recently. She's the winner of the Africa Education Medal, a very prestigious award that has done the whole of Africa and worldwide proud. Thank you, Simi, for your leadership. So it is my absolute pleasure to share the thrilling details of this platform, which we proudly declare as the future of job matching. The JA Career Connect, it's not just a cloud-based solution, it's a transformational force powered by Junior Achievement Africa, poised to revolutionize the way recruiters connect with exceptional African talent trained by Junior Achievement. The foundation of this platform rests on the belief that the JA Advantage, cultivated through JA Africa's renowned programs, equips graduates with a unique skill set and mindset that makes them standout candidates across various industries. Our mission is clear: to narrow the skills gap plaguing the African job market today by empowering businesses with a 21st century workforce. For over 43 years, JA Africa has touched the lives of millions with programs that build entrepreneurial skills, work readiness, and financial literacy. Our alumni are the living proof of the impact of our programs, excelling as entrepreneurs or contributing significantly as employees in top firms worldwide. Our data reveals astonishing statistics. 25.7% of alumni are proficient in data analysis, computer programming, and cybersecurity. 50% of them excel in market research, budgeting, and also business plan preparation. An impressive 90% have acquired core soft skills, including networking, team building, problem solving, critical thinking, and idea generation. The experiential training that is provided by JA makes our youth ideal candidates to add value wherever they go. We therefore created this platform to facilitate seamless matching between JA alumni and recruiters globally to maximize the potential of our alumni. We believe that the unique and in-demand skill sets cultivated through our renowned JA programs, set them apart and helps them to hit the ground running once they have been hired by any employer globally. Our experiential learning approach not only imparts practical skills, but also instills entrepreneurship and intrapreneurship values, empowering young individuals to achieve their goals and to contribute meaningfully to the workforce once they have been employed. For our recruiters, you now have the opportunity to source exceptional African talent from more than 16 African countries. You can expand your reach and promote diversity, equity, and inclusion in your workforce. And in addition, JA Career Connect offers a very user-friendly interface. It's very easy to navigate. You will get personalized candidate dashboards and profiles. And so it has very efficient job search functionalities. You will also enjoy, as a recruiter, enhanced visibility and branding opportunities through a dedicated landing page on the platform. So this is not just a recruitment tool. It's a platform to showcase your organization and its belief in African talent. As we embark on this transformative journey, we want to express our immense gratitude to our partners, Z Zurich Foundation and Google.org, represented here. Can we give them a round of applause for their unwavering support that has been instrumental in bringing JA Career Connect to life. Their commitment to empowering the young and the youth of Africa and bridging the skills gap is a testament to the impact that collaboration and investment in education can have on the future of our continent. I extend a warm invitation to each one of you here and to those watching us on YouTube to explore JA Career Connect. You just need to log on to My Career Connect at ja-africa.org and connect with our talented JA alumni to witness firsthand the transformative impact this platform can have on your recruitment strategy. Thank you for your unwavering support. Together, we will create brighter, boundless futures for the youth of our dear continent, Africa. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mujeni. You know, with Africa having mostly a young population, it's important that we include young people in decision making and to also allow them the space to explore fresh ideas that will take the continent forward. Now, to elaborate on this in her keynote address tonight, help me welcome onto stage Lwapeshe Yakhoza, the Head of Communications at the National Youth Development Agency.
Thank you very much. I think Google has been following me around today. I just come from a meeting. I apologize for being late. I had a meeting and Alistair, the head of Google South Africa, was in the meeting, and we were basically strategizing on collaborative efforts to empower the young people of this country. And it's quite interesting to see that Google is actually actively within a role of ensuring that young people of this country become an active force of the mainstream economy of this country. So, well, I was meant to sit on the panel, and I had prepared to sit on the panel and answer questions and be engaged. And then upon my way here, I was told, oh no, we changed the program. You're actually the keynote address. So in my other life, as it says, I'm the head of communications of a government agency called the NYDA. Government protocol states that the keynote address becomes the last address of the evening. So I was in a bit of a shock this afternoon, I must say, but here I am, and thank you for having me. So when I was walking in, I was quite shocked that we're having a conversation of this nature at an entity or an organization that is listed as South Africa's best employer. So well done to Accenture, and thank you for having us. So, as a young person of this country, such platforms generally excite us because, and as a young person of this continent at large, because Africa has got quite an interesting population demographic because we are the only continent with a 70% population that is currently under the age of 30. And that becomes quite alarming when you're looking at what it is that the world of work looks like and where it is that young people find themselves, or actually, I might say, do not find themselves within the world of work. So creating such platforms, creating platforms where it is that we are actively going to link up young people with employment opportunities that are going to ensure that they become active citizens and active key role players in the economy is quite exciting for a young person like myself. Like I'd indicated, research by Google and Accenture has recently revealed that Africa's pool of developers rose from 690,000 to 716,000 between the year 2020 and the year 2021. So Africa is increasingly on the radar for talent because traditional outsourcing markets in Southeast Asia have become saturated. We genuinely are the hub of labor. We are the hub of labor. And we do not do ourselves any service if we do not ensure that where it is that the labor resides and those that offer the labor are able to create that linkage and that bond. So for me as a young person, connecting me to opportunities and connecting young people to opportunities entails leaving our comfort zones. Because young people are not in the ivory towers and air-conned offices that we find ourselves in. As policymakers, as decision makers, as those that hold the key to the economy, young people are actually excluded from where it is that we want them to be. So like I'd indicated, connecting young people with opportunities requires us to leave our comfort zones. It requires us to immerse ourselves into the situations of young people. And the situations of young people in South Africa are quite uncomfortable. So creating platforms for us to link young people with opportunities of employment in a country that is genuinely on its knees means that these conversations, we might need to take them to Alexandra. We might need to take them to Msinga. We might need to take them to Kwakwa. We might need to take them to places where it is that young people are going to genuinely feel as though we are making tangible impact on their lives. And I'd like to applaud yourselves for creating the platform, because far too often, whenever we're engaging with young people, the question is always, where do I go? And how do I become a part of an organization that could potentially better my life or exist on a platform that could aid me to better my life? And at the NYDA, we do that quite well, but we know that we do have our limitations because a lot of our focus is focused on youth that are genuinely within disenfranchised parts of the economy. So, like I'd indicated, such platforms excite us. It shows the intention that we have to bring young people on board. They show that in the workforce that we have, we will not become another statistic where you're looking at Germany and they are currently experiencing a stalemate in terms of their labor force, where it is that their labor force and their population are not able to service the economy, and that's why they're currently offering young South Africans an opportunity to go and get skilled that side and then obviously become absorbed into their economy. But these are opportunities that we're saying to young people, you don't need to leave your home country, you can be based here, or you don't need to leave your continent, you can be based in your continent and serve your people. Apologies, I don't like speaking from notes, now I'm a bit lost. Oh yes, sorry for that. So far too often, like I'd indicated, I'm quite young, I'm 26 years old, and I'm actually one of the youngest in the leadership cohort of the NYDA. And we, as an agency, have been grappling a lot with the softer skills. And we feel as though young people of this country, and there's a conversation around the softer skills of labor that we're not having. And we're hoping that the platforms such as JA Connect will be able to drive those conversations and to drive the change that needs to happen in the workforce. Because how it is that success has been portrayed by ourselves as individuals that are working has become a very harsh stance on obtaining this and achieving that and neglecting the well-being and all the other attributes that people have as individuals. And we're currently undergoing a culture change as an organization, and these are the things that stand out to us to say, when recruiting young people, understand who they are, understand where they are, and understand how it is that you would like for them to fit in. Because anyone who's occupying a space that previously did not reflect of them or previously did not have the intention to bring them in would genuinely not be as productive as you'd want them to be in any organization. So it is quite crucial for us when sourcing African young talent to ensure that the spaces that we're in are reflecting of that. And those of us who are active change makers go out there and reflect the interests of young people. And as I close, I think it's quite crucial for us to also highlight one of the most important things that are often neglected within the world of work is that people hire people. Yes. People hire people. And as a person, become employable, become unmissable, and build a network because you don't know where your next opportunity is going to come from. So creating a platform of this nature for our youth to be able to have access to other employers, to have access to a network, and to equally build a brand is something that we can absolutely applaud. I thank you.
Thank you so much, Lopeshea. The youth empowerment agenda is certainly bigger than all of us, right? Now, we are all here today because we've been enabled by our partners, the Google.org and the Z Zurich Foundation, who have funded the JA Career Connect platform. And so I'd like to draw your attention to the screens behind me so that we can learn a little bit more about the Z Zurich Foundation.
At the Z Zurich Foundation, we unite people across the globe. From governments to businesses, charitable organizations, and local community heroes. Building relationships between those in the know and those most in need. We are leading the way in adapting to climate change, drawing on the expertise of our network. We are co-creating a mental well-being movement, providing the tools to create the change within. We are supporting the drive for social equity, empowering people, and giving a platform for those without a voice. Joining forces is vital in bringing about this change. We inspire Zurich employees and others to become activists in their own communities, bringing a sense of shared responsibility and turning belief into action and impact. At the Z Zurich Foundation, we are creating a brighter future, together for vulnerable people.
Yes, you can go ahead and give a round of applause. It's through the Social Equity Project this year that the Z Zurich Foundation has empowered over 10,000 youth from South Africa, Uganda, and Côte d'Ivoire, a partnership that has created bright futures for youth who are now empowering their communities. So, how do we take African economies and businesses to the next level? What are the experts saying? Especially in light of the trend that we are seeing that corporations seem to be struggling with hiring skilled labor. There seems to be a conflict between hiring unemployed youth and the older, more experienced labor force, right? But to handle and facilitate this discussion, is Ketiwe Nguna. Please make your way to stage. Ketiwe is the responsible business executive at Accenture in Africa, and she's a member of the executive committee. Ketiwe leads the firm's efforts to create the foundation for responsible growth for their partners and clients. Thank you so much for joining us. But before you start, I really want you to introduce yourself. Who are you and what do you do?
Thank you so much, Nkosazana, and thank you to everyone that has taken the time to actually join this really important event. So who is Ketiwe? Ketiwe is, before anything else, a mother of two and a social impact advocate. So I really do believe in the fact that as corporates, as individuals, we really do have the responsibility to assist young people with identifying their dormant talent, you know. So I really do believe, I truly do believe, and I say this often, that talent is dispersed equally, but opportunities aren't. Like Ulwazi Lwapesheya said, that the young people in the townships, the young people in rural areas, how do we leverage what we know to really open up their minds? Absolutely. So that is who Ketiwe is. I'm truly passionate about the role technology plays in closing developmental gaps.
Thank you so much. Clearly you are in capable hands, everyone. Over to you, Ketiwe.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you again, Nkosazana. And today we really are going to be delving into a really important topic of how do we really help young people, you know, and how do we address this skills gap challenge. And joining me on the panel today, please allow me to actually welcome my panel members. So Lala Maje, from the Department of Basic Education. If you could please join me on stage. Ms. Lala Maje is a qualified teacher by profession, a mother of two young adults. She has various qualifications in business management and administration through the University of Johannesburg, UNISA, and Mancosa. She is the National Project Manager for the Presidential Youth Employment Initiative in the basic education sector, the director responsible for Funza Lushaka bursaries and new teacher introduction. Welcome, Lala.
Thank you. Thank you.
Join me next is Imka. Imka is from google.org. Imka Danhauser is the marketing manager, brand and reputation in sub-Saharan Africa, Google. Imka is the marketing and sales professional with over 15 years experience across a broad range of industries. Imka is responsible for developing Google's AI strategy for Africa and supporting Google's business enablement work. Prior to joining Google, she worked as a management consultant at McKinsey & Company and in the sales and marketing roles at South African breweries. She's an avid learner, and Imka is currently pursuing her 7th degree.
Wow. I should say, it's in psychology mainly so that I can figure out why the hell I keep on studying.
Thank you so much. And my third panelist joining me is Mamenu. So Mamenu Williams' life mission is to impact people through education, leadership, and entrepreneurship. She has worked in small and medium enterprises, a multi-site ground theory study of community expert observation and SME experience. Dr. Williams has lived in 9 countries, and she is married to Victor Williams, and they have 3 boys. Welcome.
Thank you.
And last but not least, my co-board chair, Pierre. So Pierre is joining us. Pierre is a partner at Oliver Wyman Financial Services practice with 15 years experience in emerging markets, focusing in retail banking. He also serves as a board member of Junior Achievement Africa and is actually the chairperson of our strategy committee. Welcome, Pierre.
Thank you.
So, all right, I think as we indicated, this is a really critical topic that we're going to be unpacking. And I'll start with my first question to you, Lala. When we look at unemployment in Africa, you know, and both globally as well, the global and African statistics, you know, why do you believe that this is an issue that needs addressing?
It is an issue. I actually looked at the statistics and I saw that in a country like ours, we are seeing that we have 58% of our youth that are unemployed. When you look at the world over, we are sitting at about 7.2% of unemployed youth. It's quite a big number. It's an issue when you look in our country. The first speaker, our keynote speaker, said that we are sitting at a point in time where we have huge number of youth than everybody else. So we have youth bulge, and if majority of the people which are youth are unemployed, what is the future going to look like? We really have to look into how do we capacitate our youth and that they are able to also find opportunities, not only opportunity of working for somebody, but opportunities of learning opportunities, funding opportunities, opportunities of employing others, like the speaker have said. What we have done in basic education, we did something that we were testing in 2020. We employed 300,000 young people in our schools. But of course, in education it's possible because there's a school in every corner of the country. I was reading the statistics of the quarter 3 labor statistics that came out not long ago. You know, we employed the youth for 4 years, 2020, 2021, 22, and 23. Now, when I was looking at those statistics, I saw that there's a huge drop in terms of youth unemployment. And I want us to take a bow as a country and say we did something. And I think it was our efforts because we are seeing youth feeling that they're engaged. We are seeing youth feeling that they are included. There's that inclusion in the economy. They're able to participate. I mean, the stories that were coming out after they've gone through your training. Some of our youth went through just a training where they were trained how to start their own businesses. And I think that also helped them to change their mindset. Many of them said that now we can look at ourselves in a different light. We can see that we can participate in our own homes, really by just paying for that bread on their own. Like, you know what our keynote speaker was saying, that get into the homelands and see the struggles. The struggle starts with, I can't wake up because I don't know who will buy that bread, that slice of bread for me. I'm staying with my grandmother who is not working. I need to do something. I need to see that I can also contribute to the affairs of the home. And really, if you can't, then it becomes a challenge. When we were implementing this, I went as deep as places where you find there's no connection. Young people struggle with connectivity because their homes are in between the mountains and the land is not serviced for connectivity. We were recruiting using platforms. So what young people were saying is that we do have gadgets. It's not like we don't have them. All we need is just for us to get to a location where we can connect and be able to apply. So you are right that we need to go out and advocate, even this connection, what did you call it? Career Connect. We need to advocate it. If we want to see young people coming and plugging on this platform, because this is what they need. They need to see that there are opportunities to engage them, for them to also contribute to this country. Young people want to offer their talents. They are talented. They have knowledge. They have skills. They have love. They have a lot that they want to offer to the country, and they love their country. And I think I can attest to this because the past 4 years, I just was with the children, with the young people every other day.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Lala. I think that's such important nuggets of wisdoms that you've shared just around one, I think, collective impact, working together, you know, where it's not about competition, it's really saying keeping the young people at the center of it. And I think what I'm also taking away from that is also just, instead of giving young people a handout, give them a hand up.
Yes.
You know, that is exactly what you've been able to do through this initiative. Moving on to you, Emka. So I think it definitely requires us to think very differently, right? For us to truly harness the opportunity that we have when we do look at things like the fact that we do have this youth bulge. And it's either, I think if you look at it, you can look at it in two ways. It's either a ticking time bomb or it's an opportunity, right? And I think we do need to think very differently, which really brings me to the question around innovation. Why is innovation important in this 21st century?
A good question. Good evening, everybody. I mean, the short answer around why is innovation important at the moment is, if you want to get philosophical about it, probably hope, right? It is the way that we are going to capitalize on the opportunities that Africa has, right? And that is definitely my intended framework around the thing. If we look at the definition of innovation, it is around finding a better or a new way to address a problem or capitalize on an opportunity. And to me, certainly, technology is an inextricable part of driving that innovation, of finding that new way of doing things. And I think that is both true in Africa, especially from an economic point of view, but also from a humanitarian point of view. It is lives and livelihoods that innovation can help improve on. And so if I think about the Google perspective here, I refer to our Digital Sprinters framework, which really says that innovation is one of 4 core pillars in how we drive digital transformation across Africa. The other 3 is around talent development, infrastructure, and a supporting regulatory framework. And I think both our keynote speaker and the both of you have mentioned talent development as well as infrastructure and how important that is in giving youth the opportunities required. And so with digital transformation, we really see that Africa's economic, or internet economy rather, has the opportunity to drive $180 billion additional GDP across Africa in the next 2 years. Right, and so it is an opportunity for us to lose. We need to move into action and really help grab that opportunity. And then, if I think about a recent innovation that's probably on top of all our minds, like Gen AI, ChatGPT, Google's Bard, and other use cases, it is really around the opportunity that it has to improve people's lives. We look at things like government service delivery and how AI can really help pinpoint what is needed and how to deploy it. We look at health and education delivery. And we look at things like infrastructure development as well. And all of these can become faster and more efficient and more targeted through technology. And then I would like to just maybe close with a comment around how Google sees, or how committed Google is to helping Africa and supporting Africa's digital transformation. 2 years ago, we announced a $1 billion investment across Africa to be played out over 5 years and really targeted against these 4 pillars that I mentioned earlier. And so we see from an infrastructure point of view things like the Equiano subsea cable that really helps to improve connectivity and speed. We see us opening our first African cloud region in South Africa. And then we look at partnerships with entities like the African Union and the African Development Bank, both of whom are committed to driving Africa's digital transformation as well. And then finally, from a talent development point of view, which is very close to my heart, it's a piece of work that I work on very frequently at Google. We look at talent development like supporting small businesses through Google's Hustle Academy, which has recently graduated its 10,000th business in 2 years of the program. We look at our Career Certs program that really is certification and support for job seekers and a host of other opportunities. And so really, I guess my call to action is around embracing the opportunities that technology offers to give the opportunities into the hands of the youth and really to unlock innovation. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Imke. What words of wisdom and truly giving hope. It's really inspiring to see global organizations leveraging the global best practice to truly implement driven by the local agenda, you know, and leveraging technology as what really does promise to be the next frontier in terms of the development of our continent. Thank you so much for that. And Pierre, coming over to you. When we talk about work readiness, you know, and candidates, what actually informs finding the right candidates and also the entrepreneurial journeys?
Okay. So thanks, and good afternoon, everyone. So, I mean, I wanted to talk a bit about the role of entrepreneurism in creating opportunities for youth. And so, I mean, taking a step back, I mean, we've done a bit of research, joint research with JA Africa a couple of years ago, and what came up very strongly from employers is the biggest barrier to entry was the lack of work experience. And the lack of work experience triggered a number of various skills gap, like basic IT skills, even writing a CV, and to another extent, behavioral skills gap came up as very strong. The lack of communication skills, interpersonal skills, sometimes youth coming out as too immature in some interviews. Also problem-solving skills, right? Some of these skills you don't necessarily learn behind a desk at school. Analytical skills linked to that as well, and so that's a massive kind of barrier to entry. And so asking the employers, okay, so how do we solve that, and how do you play a role in solving that? I think about 50% of employers spoke about internships, right, as creating opportunities for youth to come in and learn on the job and learn all these skills, you know, kind of step by step, which is a great way to do it. But it's also a very kind of time-boxed way of kind of learning on the job and learning all these skills. It's typically 3 months, 6 months if you're really lucky, depending on the companies, and you do learn a lot. But not everybody has access to these opportunities. Now, entrepreneurship is an amazing way to acquire a lot of these skills, if not all of these skills, starting at a younger age as well. I mean, I guess there are limits to how young you can start, but obviously much younger than you would start an internship. And this is where you really learn on the job, right? You own your own project, you own your own initiatives, and you develop all these skills day to day. You know, you go with the interpersonal skills, negotiation skills, just business knowledge, like knowing about your environment and the environment in which you evolve, and getting that understanding. All these skills that I mentioned before, IT skills, you have to kind of dive into it. Problem solving on a daily basis. And this is where I think the JA programs have, done an amazing job, for lack of a better word, in really kind of taking youth through that entrepreneurship journey and learning all those skills that are invaluable. And we see the difference in terms of the JA alumni going into the not only as entrepreneurs, but also in the workforce, and making use of all those skills and the impact they're creating on the value of their own business or the employer's business, on recruiting other people as well, is amazing. And I see that myself as a recruiter, you see a clear difference between youth that have been entrepreneurs and youth that have not been entrepreneurs, whatever their studies, whatever level of studies they've done and other experiences. It is truly powerful.
Thank you so much, Pierre. And I think you're raising a very important point of the early exposure, right, and early intervention, and the young people truly learning through applying. Absolutely correct that some of these skills which are required in the new are not necessarily skills that even universities teach. And if you're only going to be focusing at the university level, it's probably a bit too late to only start introducing it then. Thank you so much for that. And I think over to you, Dr. Williams. Talking about the JA Careers Connect, how do people get on board? How do they sign up? And why should they actually sign up around this exciting new platform that we're launching here today?
Yeah, no, absolutely. And good evening, everyone, and thanks for having me. I think it's all about everything we've been talking about today, everything from the youth bulge that people have mentioned. I think that's a little bit too close. The youth bulge, the country profiles, the skills and or lack thereof. It's all of those reasons. It's going to be a space where employers and employees can come together. On the employer side, it's a place where they can start to see a lot of these problems that Pierre has just spoken to, and the research that we've done jointly with Junior Achievement, really starting to have a place to solve that. We know that somebody who's trained through Junior Achievement, our aim is to drive them towards self-efficacy, and we know that a lot of them have that. They are a lot more confident about being able to engage in the workplace. They are a lot more confident about being able to start their businesses. And that confidence is in part about the entrepreneurial mindset, which in turn then delivers transferable skills and the type of, at least starting skill that an employer is looking for. Again, for the employer, it's an opportunity to help us continue to develop this. As my colleague said, it's a great starting platform, but we're not done yet. So if you come into the platform and start with us early, depending on who you are, you can help us add to the number of industries that are available for young people to engage with on the platform, and give us feedback on how we're doing, what's working for us and what's not working us, and continue to build out so that we can raise these young people together. For the young people, on the other side, I almost feel like it gives them first mover advantage. Especially as we're starting, our cohort is a Junior Achievement alumni profile. We will open that over time as we develop it. So come onto the platform, engage with the employers who are offering internships that give you that experience that you didn't necessarily have. Take action, take that first step, see what's on there, play around with it, build out that portfolio. Like Zodwa did. She just went on there and played. Go on there and play and see what's available for you, and build your experience and your skills and your profile as you go along. So benefits both for the employer and the employees in going in and starting on the platform now. That will really start maybe in a small way, but perhaps increasingly over time, to address a lot of the issues that we all know are issues and that we all want to solve. So.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Dr. Williams, and thank you to all my panelists. Please give them a round of applause. The future does indeed look bright, and I'm also definitely, like Zodwa, going to be signing up on the platform, playing around with it, and yeah, looking forward to it. Thank you once again. Nkosazana, over to you.
Well, thank you, Kethiwe, and to our lovely panelists. such a wonderful panel discussion, sharing so much insight. Thank you. Now, after all this exciting talk, it's time to learn about how the Career Connect platform will actually work. How will it unlock those wonderful opportunities for African youth? And I'd like to welcome onto stage Carrick Bennett from JA Africa Director, Digital Strategy. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. And I really enjoyed the panelist discussion. It was very insightful. And my position here is to kind of give you a high-level demo of the platform. And so I will do so. But before I do that, it would be really a disservice if I don't introduce the partners that they helped us develop this program, and the developers in their name. They're not here, weren't able to attend, but they will be joining us on the screen through Zoom. Okay, and if we can patch to them. That's okay. And their name is Hector Beller. That's the name of the company. So we will just listen to them, and they will share with us some information. What they did in their journey with us and their partnership with us in joining and developing this platform.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's a pleasure to be part of this event. Can you confirm that you can hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much. This is Tega Sylvester, and I want to appreciate everyone seated in the room. It's a pity we couldn't make it to South Africa to be physically present in the event. But we also are happy that we're part of bringing this vision to reality by assisting to create this product and bring it to life. It's quite a pleasure, and we are happy to be part of this event, giving opportunity to the youth to explore and to bring their God-given talents to use. So thank you so much. We are happy to be part of this. Thank you.
Can you hear me? Good. All right, thank you. Well, thank you, Hector Beller, for joining in this event with us. And they're very important to this development of the platform. They were the brains behind this and helped us in a great deal in this partnership. And this would not happen if it wasn't for them. So really, thank you, Hector Beller, for doing this. And so right now, I will start the demonstration and wait till we queue up. And so the question may be asked, again, why should you join or be a part of this great journey, JA Africa, JA Career Connect? There we go. And so, first of all, if we all know a little something about JA Africa, we have a great pool of alumni, individuals who span across 17 countries, and a great amount of talent. And so those individuals who take part of a lot of our JE programs, JA Career Connect and houses, incorporates, and they have joined the platform, so they are on this platform. And so that is one reason why they take part, and they want, and I know we had a lot of words, and it was a great discussion about hope and giving them opportunity, but hope is a great big word, and a part of what this platform, the opportunity this platform delivers. So what I wanted to do is, as you see right here in the beginning, this is the landing page, right? And as you see, connecting talent to opportunity. Again, opportunity, and it's a big word. And another part of the advantage, other than the talent that we have on the platform, is that some of the advantages of the platform are, as you see, streamlined recruitment pipelines, which I'll go through a little bit shortly. comprehensive candidate profiles, okay? Collaborative recruitment and smart candidate recommendations. Also, the platform is equipped with students who go through our programs that learn cognitive skills, self-leadership, interpersonal, and digital skills. So again, we also have this gentleman who is the co-founder of Andela and Flutterwave. He's actually a JA alumnus, I'm in Aboyeji, and he is a part of the alumnus and signs off on this platform. And then the rest of it is just frequently asked questions if you want to find out some more information about the platform. But what I want to do first is kind of give you a quick run through about the platform. So here, if you click on start as a sign up as a recruiter, you'll come to this page right here. And if you're do not already have an account, you will sign up, click sign up, and you as a recruiter, you will go through some questions and fill out the profile. And by the time you get to the end of the profile and you click sign up, you will come to a page here. You'll get sent an email. The email has an OTP number, which you would fill in, and then that will allow you to actually sign up on the platform as a recruiter. And so once you are there, this is what you will experience and encounter, the dashboard of Recruiter Dashboard. And as you see here, there's a list of candidates on the platform. And this is industry subjective. So basically, how this matches the recruiters with the alumni is by industry and also by the skill set. So you'll get, it automatically does it for the recruiter. You don't have to go and search, but that option is there. But it automatically matches the recruiter and gives them suggestions of who may be the viable candidates for you to speak with and engage with. You also have an option to view the bios and also send messages to each candidate. And if I click here, you can see as far as the engagement, you have the right side window where you can actually engage with the candidate one-on-one by going back and forth with text and emails. Let me go here. And as you see, as recruitment, this is another more of a dashboard for the recruiter, so you can see the number of job postings that the recruiter put in and created. And also, you have the number of hired alumni on the platform. If you decide to hire a candidate, it shows you that. And then a number of engaged alumni, meaning how many individuals that you actually reached out and engaged with. As far as texting, not texting, but through the engagement process. As you see here, this is actually the job posting of the recruiter, and it'll continue to fill out. The more jobs that you post, this will continue to populate. You can view the job, and again, this is kind of a short job description that you may have and the candidate may see, and then here's the job matches that the platform suggested that those individuals may be viable candidates for you. So that's what you see over here. The applications is how many applications that you that was put in towards that job, and then how many maybe that you accepted out of those applications. So application came in, and you may have accepted that application, and it reveals that over onto the right. Again, here we go. Here the engagements. We already went through that, and then also we have down here the recruitment profile. So when you first sign up, and we went through the sign up process, this is create your profile. This is kind of what you would see as a recruiter, and as you see here, you got your personal details, your company details, the industry that you engage. And again, that's important because that's one of the ways that the program matches the platform matches you with the candidates. And then down here at the bottom, all jobs posted. Again, it tells you, reminds the recruiter how many jobs they posted. What I want to move over to here is the alumni dashboard. So again, here on the alumni side, I'll go through this real quick, is they will see also they have this dashboard. When they log in, you'll see the number of engaged recruiters. So basically, this number tells them how many recruiters that they actually engage with. All right, and then the middle number is the number of bio views, how many times their bio has been viewed by a recruiter, and then active pipelines. The active pipelines is basically what that tells you, tells the candidate is how many jobs, or even a recruiter, how many positions or jobs they actively are engaged with. So if they apply for an interview process with more than one organization, it tells you that's what the pipeline means, and I'll show you that in a little bit. Also, we have down here the forum activity, and you can see here you have individuals, and this is live. This is actually on the platform currently. You have forum activities with those individuals right now, or that actually are populated on the platform, and you can see the engagement that they're having on the platform. So it's very encouraging to see that they're excited to be on the platform, and there's no nonsense conversation. It's all about their experiences with going through JA programs and willing to connect with everyone. So you can see some of the conversation that's going on. What we have here is a skills test. So actually, it gives the opportunity for a candidate to take a test, a skills test, and basically that's helping them to develop or increase their personal development on the platform. And so they'll take a test, and I'm not going to go through and take a test because it'll take a little while, but this skills test is connected to a leaderboard gamification. So basically, they'll take a test. Right now, we have it, let's say if we just I clicked on software design. They would take the test, it would count down, and then they'll be positioned with 10 multiple choice questions or some text questions, which will also highlight their problem solving skills or critical thinking skills, and which, let me go back here. And for instance, questions like this, and this is mixed in with, and this is somewhere we're going forward with the multiple choice questions. So just imagine you have described the last project you worked on, including obstacles that you can contributions and success, or describe a difficult bug you were tasked with fixing in a large application. As you know, questions like this are usually engaged with inside an interview when you go face to face in front of a recruiter. But this actually is on the platform. And one way you want to engage that is that when a candidate, for instance, on this particular one, and this is their profile, they'll sign up, fill out their profile. But under the skills test, the way we're going forward is that test that they take will be incorporated under the skills. So they can, that gives the recruiter another way to access and assess their client. So not only just multiple choice, but say, hey, what way are they thinking? What are the problem skills like? What is their critical thinking like? So you will see that, and the recruiter will have access to that, and help them make a better assessment of their candidate. Also, what you have here, as you see the information or the profile that's filled out by the candidate, they have the opportunity to also create a PDF of their CV, and they can print that out. So they can have a hard copy as well. So the platform gives that to them as well. If I want to, real quick, is here and share with you, and this is more on the admin side. But you see currently, right now, if you look to the right under connections, there are currently over 700 candidates that are registered right now on the platform. This is right now, and we haven't started yet, but 700 individuals, candidates across JA Africa are actually registered on the platform. If you see 26 JA alumni recruiters are actually on the platform, and their job is, again, to hire JA alumni. And so, and I think it's a great start for us, not even doing the launch yet, but we have, it's a great start for us for those individuals. What I'll also share with you is the report. Let me see if I get it. As you see, the engagement is we have a good engagement. We have over 9,000 likes on the platform. And this is all from the alumni and their engagement on the platform, and then 47 posts. All right, so the platform gives us data and feedback as well. And if we want to see and kind of get an idea on our side, we can search by, as you see, gender and get some biodemographics for gender, but we also can do location. and it brings up a little map and go a little bit further into that. And it gives you a little bit of details where most of your candidates are from. And as you see, we have a great deal of people mostly from Nigeria. And then we have Kenya and then Ghana, where the majority of candidates are coming from on the platform. So that also gives us feedback and those who are interested in the next steps so we can do some problem shooting and what we need to do. So in this, that sums up for a high level of demonstration of the platform. But if you have any questions, any more detailed questions, I'll be available later in another room, wherever I'll be sitting at the table. But if you have detailed questions about the platform, or even if you want to engage on the platform while you're here, you're welcome. You can come over and you can engage. And also, you can also look on your cell phone. You can join on your cell phone so you can see the mobile version of it, because most of our candidates use mobile phones anyway. But again, you can go to the website, which is mycareerconnect.org, and that'll bring you to the website and the landing page. So that concludes my presentation. Thank you.
Thank you. Ooh, apologies for that. Thank you so much, Kerrick. But I'm going to ask you to please remain on stage. And then I'd also like to invite back onto stage our panelists, because we do want to take some questions from the audience. In the house, we have various members of the media as well as stakeholders who I'm sure want to ask more about the platform. So please do come back onto stage. Imka, Dr. Williams, Ketiwe, Pierre, and Lala, thank you so much. Now, if anybody in the audience would like to ask something, just feel free to raise your hand. Perhaps I should go first. I want to know, and this is for anybody in the panel, but you should be able to answer this one, Kerrick. Do I have to pay in order to be on this platform? That's very important knowledge.
I think it's okay. Yes, it's about $200 to join the platform. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh. I'm so glad you're kidding.
No, it's free. The platform's free.
Okay.
It's free for both recruiters and alumni.
Okay. Is there
No
anybody
charge.
who'd like to throw a question? Or should I go for another one? Oh, there's another question.
Good evening. My name is Elias. I'm the programs coordinator for JA South Africa. My question is on security on the platform. Like, how are the recruiters verified if they are? How do we verify the recruiters? And once the recruiter connect with the JA alumni, does JA somehow come in to ensure that the alumni is going to the right recruiter, or it is just between them now at the moment? And my other question is on the platform. Does it prevent any person who is not a JA alumni to register as the job seeker? Thank you.
Yes, thank you for the question. Number one is that security is very important. So as you saw in the beginning, that just not any recruiter can join. You got to have that go through the process, and then we vet the recruiters. Once they get the code, we can see who's on the platform, and there's a process that that we can delete them or eliminate them and all that if we want to. Also, as far as the alumni who are joining the platform, alumni cannot join the platform unless they're invited to the platform. So basically, we can send out an email or a bulk email to all those who we want to join. The only ones who can be on the platform go through the JA alumni programs. So they're a part of the JA alumni programs. They have to be invited. They'll receive an email saying, "Hey, you're welcome to the platform here," and they have a link to sign up, and then they can sign up, and that's how they get on. So it's only those who are provided a link to join. So you can't join from the outside. You have to be invited.
Thank you. Are there any more questions from the audience? We have Bernadette, can we please have the roving mic here in front?
Good evening, everyone. My name is Mahlapi Kane, and I am from the Skills Mine, which is a recruitment agency, and we also do work in social impact initiatives to upskill young people. My question is around the platform. I know cost is a big thing, so when she was asking around cost, it was really something I was interested in. In terms of data and data costs, right? So it's a web-based platform, free to enter, but in terms of, being zero-rated with service providers in terms of data, is that something that you are looking at, or is that something that is happening now?
And how we provide and make it more accessible for our alumni and those who join the platform. Like you said, zero rated. We are looking into with MTN and the other providers to say, hey, we partner with you. Can you do that with us and provide those opportunities to allow the alumni and connect with us so they can get on the platform and not have those issues. Yes.
There's another question. 2 more questions and one Zoda as well. Okay.
South Africa just as already zero rated by MTN. So to your point, Kerrick, we're looking at how we can expand that across the continent. But definitely data is a real issue, and not just with this platform, but with all our programs. So the zero rating is something that has to happen for our young people to be able to engage these platforms.
Absolutely, I agree with you 100%. And we take it very seriously because without them, we know that a lot of candidates live in areas where they can't get service. So we know that's important. That's on one of our high priorities to make that happen and those connections.
Hello, I am Nonjabulo. I'm from Vukuzenzele, a publication by Government Communications. Firstly, I wanted to know what are the measures you've put in place for the individuals that have been absorbed into recruitment to avoid exploitation of those individuals. And my second question is about the connectivity. One of your, I think, panels or one of the individuals that spoke about how we do have the resources in the country, however, the problem is connectivity. Are there also measures put in place to ensure that even those who are within the areas that do not have the best network coverage are able to access are able to gain access as well? Thank you.
Okay. So the platform right now we're moving towards it, so it'll be offline as well, so they have offline access to the platform in those areas that they can't get coverage. So that would help with that as well. And also we're doing some other things in those areas, especially because it's JA alumni. In those areas that don't have coverage, we're trying to put some things in place where we can get partner with those organizations that will get data and have them get data or put something in place that will help them get some type of access to the platform. Well, what was the first question again?
Exploitation.
Exploitation of people, recruiters, or someone on the platform exploring their data. What was it? Yes. Okay. Yeah, that's something that again we take serious, and that's something that we monitor as well. So in the back end, under the admin section, we can see everything, and I didn't want to go into detail of that, but we can see everything in the admin section. We can monitor all the activity that's on the platform. So our admin team, whoever's responsible for the admin, can monitor all on both sides, recruiters and alumni, all the engagements and everything. So we can monitor that, delete them, send them warnings, block them, and all that. We can do that on the platform.
Thank you. There's another question in the front after. You can go first.
Oh. So I actually don't have a question, but then a quick comment. Okay, my name is Ntwana Norokotso, and I am the Junior Achievement South Africa Alumni President. And yeah, I've actually been engaged in Junior Achievement programs for 8 years now, ever since, I think, 2016 from the dusty streets of Soweto. And then I'm actually a testament that they actually do change lives. I've been able to actually accelerate my career in unimaginable ways, and also looking forward to actually taking a platform like this, taking it back to my alumni community and basically getting to see how it actually impacts their lives. So with that, I would actually like to say thank you for the people who actually have contributed to building this platform and bringing opportunities to the alumni communities. Thank you very much.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Appreciate that.
Thank you. My name is Mwekezi Nchoba. I'm from the EQ program, which is the program of the department that's responsible for introducing entrepreneurship education in government schools. My question is, with the fast-changing world, is these careers only limited, from a recruiter point of view, only limited to full-time position, or they can be contract employment? And also the second part is that JASA promotes entrepreneurship. Can the alumni also promote some of the services that they can offer to recruiters on contract basis, for an example?
Yes. So the platform allows not just full-time, but part-time internships and so forth, and remote work and all that. So there's an area on the platform where when they do the profile, they can choose what they want to do and how they want to engage out in the workforce. And also the engagement part. So what you were just shared with about how the candidates can work with the recruiters. That's part of the engagement. So they can actually discuss and talk in the engagement and how and then even moving forward, there's some things that we're putting in place and that right now. But again, the platform is new, and I don't want to speak too much about what's getting ready to go on. All right, but the platform, yes, there's going to be a lot of opportunity for even greater engagement between the candidate and recruiters. And so for things like that happen. But if they want to offer their services, they can through the engagement part.
Thank you so much. Do we have any more questions from the audience? Well, I have two more questions. The first one is for you, Kerrick, rather, sorry. When we know that technology fails us, who do I contact when I want help with troubleshooting?
Okay, we have a email that be again on our admin side, which is mycareerconnect@jaafrica.org.
Okay.
And that sends an email to our administration. And if you have any issues, it'll send an email, and then we'll take a look at it there.
Thank you so much.
You're
and
welcome.
just for credibility's sake, who is JA Africa? And I'm going to pose this question to Dr. Williams.
I'm not sure. Okay, my mic is on now. So Junior Achievement Africa is a member of Junior Achievement Worldwide. It's an organization that was founded a little over a century ago in the United States with the core functions of giving entrepreneurship, workplace readiness, and financial literacy training. Junior Achievement Africa, where I work, is one of 6 regional operating centers that exist. And over time, we've built up to add things like digital literacy and mental well-being content to add it to our core content. So I'll stop there just to be brief, but we've been around for a long time. Our websites are out there. We have alumni all over the world that testify to the work that we do. This year, as the Social Equity Project lead, I've had the opportunity to travel to many of the project countries, and everywhere I go, I hear testimonies like the one that we just heard in here. So that's a little bit about who we are.
Thank you so much. And thank you, Kerrick. Thank you to everybody for coming back on stage again. I'm going to ask you to remain here because we're not done. The moment that we've all been waiting for is finally here. It's time to actually launch the JA Career Connect platform. And I'm going to ask Mujeni as well as Lizzie from Zurich to please join us on stage because we're going to do a countdown. And at 1, I'd like everybody in this auditorium to please shout together, opportunity. That's all you have to say, opportunity. You guys ready? Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, opportunity! Thank you so much. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The JA Career Connect platform has officially been launched, and I hope that you'll be fiddling and trying to familiarize yourself with this app already, as Kerrick so easily showed us how to do. Thank you so much. You may kindly grab your seat. Everyone's So now that the platform is officially launched, I'd like to welcome Thomas Sibui from Junior Achievement South Africa to do the vote of thanks for tonight. Let's give him a warm round of applause.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Thomas Sibui. I'm a board member of JA South Africa. On behalf of JA South Africa, I wish to extend my true thanks to JA Africa and its leadership for partnering with us in launching this crucial initiative for JA Career Connect. Indeed, it has been a remarkable journey between JA South Africa and JA Africa. Without this partnership, it would not have been possible for us to be launching this event this evening. This initiative will accelerate our works as a JA of South Africa to preparing youth and young Africans for global economy and to connect them to employment opportunities. I want to send a special thanks to our panelists for the insightful discussions that they've had with us this evening. We have learned a lot from their different topics, and that some of the skills we don't get them from university or anywhere. So you need to get to be in program like this for you to get those basic skills. For example, I heard from Lala Maja saying that the Department of Basic Education, they are actually endorsing this initiative because it will bring together the people who are actually in remote areas, people from rural areas, people from who cannot otherwise have an opportunity to get to the mainstream mainstream places like Johannesburg or anywhere in Gauteng. So also it was interesting to learn about the digitalization, the digital economy. I've actually learned one important word today, that this internet economy. I didn't know about that. So from MK, so it was greatly appreciated that they've shared with us that we must always try to capitalize from the opportunities that the digitalization and the economy and the innovation from the 21st century that we must have. So obviously, this would not have been possible if it was not there was no partnership between us and JA Africa. I wish to thank the KTO and Accenture for receiving my colleagues from JA Africa and JA South Africa. I also want to thank our special partners and sponsors, Z Zurich Foundation and Google.org, for their benevolence and commendable work for providing equity to disadvantaged communities, and also through their entrepreneurial and social equity programs that they run. Of course, the programs will not be possible if it was not the partnership that we have with the Department of Education, Basic Education, because our relationship with them is very critical. They give us access to school for us to run our programs. So if it was not been for them, it would not have been possible for us to run all these programs where we reach out to the young South Africans with our programs. And I also want to thank the National Youth Development Agency for their unwavering support. It is true that there are the ecosystem of entrepreneurship in South Africa. So for also the keynote address that they've given by Ms. Lopeshe Koza, we really appreciate that. But most importantly, I also wish to thank the chairperson of the board of JA South Africa, Ms. Pakade, together with my colleague Lizelle, who's present here. Also to thank the organizing team. Without them, this event would not have been possible. We really appreciate for their work. My colleague, Bernadette, and Mujeni, and for the organizing this event. We really appreciate for that, including Ketiwe. Also, I want to thank everyone who's here today. Without you, this event would not have been joyful and memorable. We have witnessed the history that we are now testimony to the launch of this groundbreaking initiative. So I wish to thank everyone who's here today, and please reach out to our team of the JA Career Connect desk for more information about the platform that was just launched today. Thank you.
Thank you, Thomas. Ladies and gentlemen, we've unfortunately come to the end of our program because all things come to an end, right? But thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you. You look absolutely lovely. And I hope you're as excited as I am that we've officially launched the JA Career Connect platform, because this means that so many more young Africans, so many of my peers will be empowered through this platform. So thank you, and thank you for being here. Before you step out to grab some snacks, please do use this as an opportunity to network and engage. We do have a demo station, do we, Carrick? Yes, we have a demo station as well for you to experience all that the platform has to offer. So please make use of that. And we also have photo opportunities on stage. So please do make your way forward for those as well. Good night, everybody, and travel home safely.
We are joined also by board members of Junior Achievement South Africa. Please just give us, you can't hear me. We are joined by board members from Junior Achievement South Africa who've been our hosts here. Please just allow me to indulge just 1 minute to invite our board chair, Zodwa, to come and introduce them, because we really appreciate that they could be here with us. I know we acknowledge the JA board members, and I think it's just important that we also acknowledge the South Africa board members. Thank you.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. They are both busy saying, please don't, but I'm here now. So Liesel, if you could please rise, and Thomas. Thomas has just been up here on stage. Liesel, in fact, it's quite interesting that we are launching this program today. She's one of the finest human capital minds we have in South Africa. So we go to her. We've just been recruiting an executive director, but she's just led the charge, and she actually heads our HR and integrity committee for South Africa. And Thomas is our legal eagle. So whenever the team gets into trouble, we bring Thomas on board. Fortunately, we don't get into much trouble, but he keeps us honest. And I just want to thank them as well. But I think it's very, Mujeni and the team, I think this is just a great opportunity for us, because we get so busy in the year. We sort of work past each other. So from the Africa team to the South Africa team, and to our partners, Mamuna, I think you and I see each other twice a year, and we're in the same city. So we really appreciate this. And It's fantastic for us. NYDA, I think for us, we are in the same city, so we're looking forward to actually taking this conversation forward. Our colleagues from the DVE, I think, thank you for always supporting us. I think we see friends in the room that are consistently with us. Google.org, we've just started your program with our teams, so we don't take it for granted. It's because of these partnerships that we're able to do the work that we do. So thank you, everyone. And as I said, I think one of the speakers said the biggest thing in life is the networks that you're able to develop in life. So we hope you can spare us a few minutes to just network with us and get to know more about the platform, which we're very excited about. So have a good evening, travel home safely, and thank you once again.
That everybody. Do you want me to?